Before we reach space, we have to go above the clouds. Very much so when you see space itself. I am not just talking of the space that comes in the astronomical sense, but space itself. What is it? It is that. It was also that. See, when we think space, we think it is empty and it must be filled, but to the contrary. In spaceness, that very spaceness is the vastness of eternity itself. And I am not talking of space. I am talking of mind, psychological. That space is synonymous with clarity, because then all of life pours in and out in one motion simultaneously. But we look up in our lives and all we see are clouds, which is our fear. Our fear, which is that which keeps us alive, those very shootings of our neurological pathways. That is thought. It is based on survival. It comes from survival. We have clouds and skies and regions of immemorial memories shrouding us, blinding us, and we, most of us, never even come to this understanding, not even understanding, this concept that freedom is above clouds. It is beyond thought, it is beyond fear. It is beyond all that which restricts you from seeing space. So a mind that is always occupied and a heart that is always feeling is both a mind and heart that has no space at all. And when there is no space at all, how can you see life, freedom, love, which is space? Attachment are just clouds. Anxiety is just clouds. Survival, all of that. Anxiety, never-ending thinking, rumination, dread, fear. Fear I might not get a new job. Fear I might go homeless. I'm in that situation, but when I operate off of fear, I become so restricted and I just want to throw away all that wonder and actuality of expression, which I can only have when I move past the clouds and into space. Then I function more freely, I do more, I get more quote unquote done. Because I have freedom, not as in it's attached to me, as if it was separate from me. I become freedom. And in freedom, you are under no obligation to be whom you were and where you were 5 layers down on Earth, or 5 hours ago on Earth. And it has become so a way of life where to never have space in mind. It has been practiced by keep on thinking, by keep on consuming, by keep on conditioning yourself. And it has become a way of life. It has become so habitual that you don't even come to question, is there anything even above me? We are engulfed in ourselves, and me has become ego. Me has become image, and we live, if you want to call that living, in images and things that protect our image, that things that keep us comfortable, the things that keep our clouds never gusted away. And we call that love. It's only an illusion of love, because everything we do is an illusion or a pretend or a faking, because it's far more easy to pretend you be loving or intelligent or friend or fearless than it is to be. And when you have billions of individuals that live on conveniency of such, to just give in to the clouds and go along with what everyone else is doing, go along with what your body is screaming for you to do, which is to remain as is. But we have remained as is, as animals, since we learned to walk. And the only way we ever change is not by remaining as is, but to aware of what is. What is this body? What is the function in me, the brain that makes me do what it does? The very thought, where does it come about? And you will find, asking yourself, how did I come about? It's a question rarely asked, because we don't emphasize, not even emphasize, we don't see importance of space, which is an empty mind, which is going past your fear, past your worry. That's not to say never have worries, never have fear, never have anxiety. No, you're a person. But what differentiates between a person and an animal is awareness. And most people are not aware. They cannot be without clouds. They cannot be with themselves. They always need an idea, a thought, a way of life, a box of life be given to them so they can fit in, because it's so convenient to have things done for you and things said for you. Freedom fought for you. Alright? Everything done for you. And the functioning of the body as a whole, the brain, the survival, the body does it all for you. It does life itself for you, but that is not life. When that continues as the process, you get sociopathy, you get narcissism, you get psychopathy, you get numbness, you get all these. I hate, I despise a lot of these terms because they're so overcomplicating what is the basic functioning of prolonged fear. Avoidant, anxious, NPD, BPD. This is very serious, it really is. How much we remain on the ground when the most natural state of existence is to be space. And we do everything to be contrary. Our way of being, our existing, is a profoundness itself only if we are aware of it, and through that awareness we see love, which is us. We see intelligence, which is us, which is the awareness that observes it. And when you see it in yourself, you see it as yourself, and as yourself, you see it all around you. But we don't care. We only care about benefits, conveniences, not humanity, not the heart of humanity, not the thing which makes humanity, the mind. Space of humanity. We don't care. Because we don't aware. We don't aware that we have to go so far above than all the conditionings of life that kept us beneath clouds, thoughts, fears, feelings. All of these things have become businesses to keep you as you are. Your pain, your worries, they're prolonged. by businesses, by fakes, by many psychologists, by many false philosophers, or even if you take in the point that any of them make, your mind grabs onto it and a cloud forms. That is what the grabbing on is. And you hold on to it, but I won't get into that. Maybe another time. But there needs be space in mind, and that comes from seeing your mind empty, and the brain, it's creeping up thoughts, it's crawling up past, because we find safety in the known. And the body and mind only operates on the known. But we won't get into that right now. So go above clouds and see space. See you. What does that look like?